It was a bright morning in the small village of Eldenbrook, and Mia was heading to the market. She walked briskly along the familiar dirt path that wound its way through fields and groves. The birds sang in the trees, and the smell of wildflowers filled the air. As she rounded a bend, her foot struck something hard, and she stumbled forward. Catching herself before she fell, she looked down to see a large, jagged stone lying in the middle of the path. It wasn't just a pebble, it was heavy and sharp, clearly out of place. Mia glanced around. The path was well traveled, and the villagers would soon be walking this way with their carts and livestock. This could hurt someone, she thought. She bent down to lift the stone, but it was heavier than she expected. Her hand slipped on its rough surface, and it barely moved. Frustrated but determined, Mia dug her heels into the ground and tried again. This time, she managed to roll the stone to the side of the path. Just as she wiped the sweat from her brow, an old man appeared from the direction of the village. He was leaning heavily on a wooden cane and smiled at her as he approached. "Good morning, Mia," he said. "What are you up to so early?" Mia gestured to the stone. That was in the middle of the path. "I didn't want anyone to trip over it." The old man chuckled. "Ah, the stone. It's been causing trouble for days now. Many have seen it, but you're the first to move it." Mia tilted her head, puzzled. Why didn't anyone else move it? "People have their reasons," the old man replied. "Some are in too much of a hurry. Others think it's not their problem. And some simply don't notice." As they spoke, a glimmer caught Mia's eye. Beneath where the stone had been, something metallic shone in the sunlight. She crouched down and unearthed a small, intricately carved box. The old man's eyes widened. Well, that's quite the find." Mia opened the box carefully. Inside was a gold coin and a folded piece of parchment. The note read, "To the one who cares enough to clear the path for others, this is your reward. Remember, every obstacle hides an opportunity." Mia looked up at the old man, who was now grinning knowingly. "Life often places stones in our paths, child," he said. "How we respond makes all the difference." From that day on, Mia walked with her head a little higher and her heart a little lighter, always ready to face the stones in her path.